earGROUND Radio. New voices amplified. You're listening to earGROUND, new voices amplified. earGROUND.
Greetings, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to earGROUND, new voices amplified. My name is Plot Mhako and welcome to the program that brings you some of the amazing voices from Zimbabwe. And today we happen to have the super awesome, the soulful, the super talented Thandy Dhlana. Welcome to earGROUND.
Thank you, Plot.
You're most welcome. So we'll talk a bit more about your album, but before we get to your new album, which is an amazing project, I've been listening to it and it's been on my playlist since it came out. But I want to take you back a bit to your childhood. If you can give us just a bit of an intro with Thandy and how was your upbringing like?
Okay, my name is Thandy Dhlana. Dhlana being maiden name. I'm now Thandy Jele.
Okay.
I'm married.
Great. So are you going to change your name, like your performance name, or are you going to keep it like that?
Oh, the performance name doesn't change.
Okay.
You know I write. Because it will confuse people. So, like I said, I'm Thandy Dhlana, born and bred in Bulawayo. Born to Ziyatunga.
Does that still happen? Do women still beat up men? Does that?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I thought it was just one of those, stereotypes, like people would just say, it happens, but never happens.
It happens sometimes, especially in Makoko.
Wow, you know what? I've got a friend who comes from Makokoba Hour, and I'm gonna keep my distance a bit.
Was Charo?
Wow. So growing up in Bulawayo, how's your background like?
Okay, I grew up in Kwabalanda, Eluveve.
Okay.
Like it's in Bulawayo with my grandmother.
Mm.
Yeah. So
like
I
just wanted to say, pass my condolences for the past.
Yeah, It's been a hectic week. Last week was just something else. I still can't get over it, even now. But then what can you say? That's part of life.
Yeah,
There's nothing that you can do.
yeah,
You know how it is. You just have to accept and move on.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so like I said, I grew up in Eloveve, Ekwabalanda, with my grandma, my sister, and my brothers. Yeah, so my musical journey, I've always loved music. I think I was born with a tech music on my forehead. So I started singing at school.
Yes.
At primary school, I went to Fusi Primary School and then went to Inyanda High School and then Foundation College. So I used to be part of the school choir at primary,
Yes.
part of the school choir again at secondary. So I've always had the love for music.
Great. And were there any artists in your family that inspired you or influenced you somehow?
Fun part, there's no one.
Oh, you're the only one.
Yeah, the only one.
Wow.
They've appreciated me. There's no one that I can like say point out from my family who's so into music. Yeah, so it was just something that I grew to love, that I loved from primary school.
Great. And what kind of music were you listening to as a kid?
As a kid,
Yeah.
I think I listened to everything. Anything, anything sounded good to me. Just listened.
Yes. Oh, great,
But
great.
usually people ask me, what type of music do you listen to? I'll be like, you know, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
I listen to Macheso. I love Macheso
You love
so much. So like if it goes like to maybe put it like which music I love, you'll be very confused because I just listen to everything. Everything that's listenable.
That's great. That's great. And now to your musical journey, I remember the first time that I saw you, but then I had to reconnect just recently that it was you.
Yeah.
You were part of the I Tribe with X Mile and the other guys. And I remember seeing you at IFA. It must be what, 2015, 2014?
2015, yeah.
2015,
2014.
yes. And
Early 2015.
Early 2015.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Was that the beginning of your musical journey, or you had already started performing? And
I had already started because I released my first EP in 2014 called Ongaziwayo.
Oh, wow.
So my musical journey had already started. Actually, before that, I was part of Intombi Zomkangala, the first
okay.
female group. So
yes.
the green lights were there somehow.
Wow. And
yeah.
at what point did you decide to go solo and start pursuing your own path?
I've always loved to do me, even though I was part of maybe some other groups, but I always had something about me, like I'm saying, I was a composer. I used to compose even at a tender age. Because if I tell you that my first EP title, it was called Ongaziwayo. I recorded, I composed the song like when I was in Form 4.
Oh, okay, great. And do you remember
So it goes.
how did it sound like? How did the first song that you composed sound like?
I was like, kodwa ngiyomfumana piano ngaziwayo, kodwa siyodibana phi nalo ngaziwayo, izwi lakhe liyanganelisa lalo ngaziwayo, izwi lakhe liyanganelisa lalo.
Wow, beautiful. So you still perform it, right?
Yeah. It was the title for my EP. It's called Ongaziwayo.
Great.
Yeah. And it even goes back to, do you know the late Joe Masego?
Yes,
from the house of, Yes.
You were a
Isn't he's
producer,
from
right, as well?
yes. The first song that I ever did in studio, it's just that we didn't get to like publicize the demo.
Yeah.
Joe Masego is the key people to like that I can point out to, leading to maybe how I came to be what I am today.
Wow,
Because we used to go to Joe Masego studio and record something, and they would tell me, "Hey, Chan, did you know what you're good? You're supposed to do something about this." And I'm like, Zan to Joseph City.
wow.
Hey, so it was a long way back.
Great. And fast forward, uh, I want to touch a bit on the time that you're performing with the I Tribe.
Okay.
How was the experience? Because I think it was a star-studded group, and also
It was,
yeah.
performing with X Smile. I used to have goosebumps. While at least he was standing next to me, seeing me, like, wow, this guy is good. And with Z Hype, Buchilo, it was something else, Everyone in that group is very creative because I Tribe still lives. I Tribe is not dead. We're just different creatives doing different things. But when the right time comes, we're going to give you something from my tribe. I Tribe lives. You understand?
Yeah. Wow, nice, nice. Wow, great. But what has been one of the biggest challenges possibly that you've faced so far?
Okay, one of the biggest challenges is being a mom. Isn't like I said, I'm a mother of two, to Jaden and Kaden. So being a mom, being a wife, being a mom to Jaden while he's carrying Kaden.
Yes.
I used to.
How old are they?
Jaden is 5, and then Kaden he just turned 11 months.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So like when we're recording Inganekwane, I used to go with Kaden to studio.
Oh, wow.
He's precious.
And,
So
yeah.
it was just one of those. It was something else because I remember at some point maybe you will cry while he's doing studio, and we'll exchange. There's a friend of mine, my PR manager. She's called Yolanda.
Yeah.
She'll just take care of him for a few minutes, but when he wants to breastfeed, we have to stop. I attend to him, that kind of thing. While he's doing sometimes I'm worried for a few minutes.
Wow, you know what? When I think of struggles for artists, I never thought that far. Like an artist going through a struggle of trying to calm the baby and still trying to be creative and trying to record. And
Something else. I'll send you the picture of me in studio. Yeah. He was crying, so I had to put him on my back. Wow. Just to calm him. Or at least.
But at least I think it's making beautiful memories when he's grown up. You're able to say, look, this is where it all started and this is how it was.
Yeah, the things that I do for the love of music. You love for and say these people are just crazy. If you're passionate about something, you do almost everything to make it work. Yeah, so the love of art for the love of music.
Right. And how do you describe your music? Is it jazz? Do you call it Afro jazz, or it is a special name?
Okay, my music is Ethnosoul. Ethnosoul with a fusion of jazz, with a fusion of blues, with a fusion of pop and reggae. Like even when you listen to the album Minganegwane, there's a feel of everything there. Yeah, so it's just a fusion of, it's Ethnosoul with a fusion of those.
Okay, wow, great, great. And what would you say you enjoy the most about being an artist, being a creative?
I've been I don't know how to explain this, but I've been overwhelmed by the support people are giving me. Yeah. Like you just create something and people just love it. So like it's overwhelming to know that you can create something and people can just fall in love with that. So yeah, it's it's just something else.
Oh, great. So far you've done 2 albums, confirm?
The first one is an EP, and this
Is an
one,
EP?
Ingane one, is first album,
The
first
first
album,
album.
yeah.
Great.
And
Great.
then I've got a single in between called Ngeke.
Great. And Inganewani, why the title Inganewani?
Like I said, folktales. You always lie to us. you, you always lie to us. Actually, Inganekwane is basically its meaning or folktales.
Yeah.
Like the things that we face, like in this journey called life. At some point, you tell us Ngano and we just say, that's plot why.
Yeah, that's
You
so
always
true.
compare us to the moon and the stars, those kind of things. So it's just something which happens in the society that we live in. Sometimes we don't hear,
Yes.
hey, to the core, and you just feel stupid and you're like, hey, Dhlana ngami lo.
And the song Chizoka.
Chizoka.
Yes.
Chizoka, it's an emotional one, but I don't know how you took it, but it's all about Chizoka, Chizoka, mudi wangu iwe, zoka iwe, iwe. Kamuti uye, where we used to chill. Iwe.
Nice.
Kamuti uye. So it's all about remembering maybe the old times when you were with someone.
Yes.
Maybe that, most probably, maybe there's someone is no longer there. So
Uh-huh.
you just remember the good times, yeah.
Great.
So that's Chizoka. Yeah.
And well, one of my favorite there is I Miss Home.
I miss home.
Yes. Did you miss
Okay.
home? Had you gone away from home? What made you compose that song?
Okay. The situation in Zimbabwe is tough, so like usually some of you run away from us, leaving us here.
Looking for greener pastures.
In search of greener pastures, yeah. So I Miss Home is just one of those songs, like it's not like when you guys are over there, everything is rosy and everything.
Yes.
It's just the situation which pushes you to like search for something better. But one way or the other, home will always be the best, despite the difficulties that we face and everything. So yeah, I Miss Home is just one of those circumstances that we face on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Because I've got friends in the diaspora,
Yes.
like sometimes the life that they live is not what they exactly wish for, but due to the circumstances, But I just pray and hope that one day all will be well. You will come back home and you will dance in heaven.
Definitely. I mean, I think a lot of us look forward to a time when we're back home and we're able to really enjoy the music and the melody. But the good part is that internet has managed to create this connection. 5 years ago,
Yeah.
this would have taken a lot to be able to just do this.
Oh, yeah, very true, very true. Yeah. So thanks to the internet.
So true, so true. But how has COVID affected your work music wise?
First of all, maybe I would like to say my deepest condolences to the people that have been affected, the people that have lost families due to this pandemic.
Yes.
We've got COVID regulations, no live performances like with the crowd. Of course, so like we've been using the internet to communicate with the audiences. So the part of the live shows without the crowd is just something else. But then we hope that the situation will change and we'll perform with our lovely crowd when this pandemic is over.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And looking ahead, when you're looking at your music, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Okay, I'll be very, very honest with you on this one. 5 years from now, I'll be where God wants me to be. Because I can make plans. But then when God hasn't decided like for that to happen for me, or maybe when God decides to take my life, then that's the end of me. So for now, I'll just say 5 years from now, I'll be where God wants me to be. Because, like, for instance, this Calvin passing, hey, it really hit me hard with Woni and Will as well. Ish. So, like, it made me look at life in a different perspective. You might have plans, but at the end of the day, God is the only one who knows what's there for you when it will end. So, yeah, I can't really say.
How close were you to Calvin? Growing up in the same neighborhood, were you guys friends, and did you ever like work together?
Okay, Calvin was an artist. He was a dear brother to me. Funny part is, I was supposed to sing with Calvin one of the songs, which is in my album, Ingane One. But apparently, I don't know what happened. I can't even say. There's a song called "I Still Feel the Gap." If you listen to the song, it's called "I Still Feel the Gap." If you listen to the song, I was supposed to do the first part, and Calvin was the second part on the song. And very funny, when you go back to the song, it's called "I Still Feel the Gap." And it relates to the situation right now because Calvin is gone. Yeah. And even the lyrics, I think it's just something else. Can you listen to the song, Lord? It's called "I Still Feel the Gap." And it's somehow it relates to him, his passing and all. Because there's a part when I said, I remember the times when we used to go together, like, and then, but now you're no longer there. But then it doesn't make sense because when I composed the song, I didn't think that it will like be real like now. Yeah. Yeah. So it's something else. Yeah.
But how has been the mood in the community, like in the neighborhood since?
We're just struggling to like pull through, you know. We're just trying to be okay, but we're not. But we have to be okay. Yeah. It's something else.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. Moving on, if you were to change anything within the music industry in Zimbabwe, what would it be?
If I were to change anything, I'll create a platform for artists, for upcoming artists like me. And
you consider yourself upcoming? I think you're already
upcoming. They're only me.
You're already there. You're already there. I mean, I think.
You know, like there are many struggles that artists face on a day-to-day basis. And usually it is overlooked, you know. So like I've been there before. I know the difficulties that we face. So me being there, I think when I get the right platform and the right links, I'll make it easier for other people, you know, to at least for them not to struggle like the way we do. Asha, you know, the thing, like I said, the things that we do for the love of music. Sometimes no, I just don't want to anymore. But due to the love and the passion that we have for music, we have to press on. So I'll create a platform for someone to get easier. What was the thought? Putting it on. Yeah. So I'll try and do it differently when I get there.
Great. Well, I see your star. I mean, I see your star rising. I see where you're going. When I looked at the performance,
Yeah.
at the UN 75 concert, it was super
Okay.
awesome. And I think you're going somewhere. You're going far. In a
Thank
year
you.
or two, it might even be 10 times the struggle to get this an
Thank
interview
you,
with you.
Dr.
But if I need 10 managers in between, and we have to go for days to get the interview. But yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
great. And when Corona is done, any hopes for hopefully to start like touring and performing in other towns, in other countries?
Sorry.
I'm saying when hopefully when Corona is done, is over. Do you
Yeah.
have like any plans, any hopes to start touring and take your album to
Yeah.
other towns, other places?
Siplo. Obvious. We've got bigger plans.
Great.
Serious plans, I just pray that God helps us to pull through. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like
Wow.
just hoping like when this pandemic is over, you will see. You will see.
Wow. Definitely, I will keep our ears on the ground and our eyes,
Yeah.
focus for the next moves. It's been awesome. It's been
Yeah.
great speaking to you. What is your word to people that love your music, that appreciate your music, and where can they get it apart from YouTube?
Okay. I would like to say thank you very much for the love and support. It really means a lot from the bottom of my heart. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Kakhulu. Thank you so much. And may you keep doing and loving us the way you're showing the people like right now. May it go on and on till Jesus comes. And for the music, you can go.
Are
You can get
you
it
very
on.
religious?
Sorry,
No, I was asking if you're a very religious person.
I'm a Christian. Can't
Okay,
you see?
I see. I can hear that.
What? Like for everything to happen, it's all
Yes,
because of God.
true.
I'm quite Christian, or me not being what, but then for everything to happen, when you wake up in the morning, it's the love, it's the grace of God. So like, I put God first in everything that I do because I can't be without God. You understand? Yeah. So, and this is but God's love.
No, I totally understand. I totally get you there. And you were
Yeah.
mentioning
So
where
they
people
can
can find the music.
Spotify. They can also get my music on Deezer,
Yeah.
on all digital platforms, on iTunes, on all digital platforms. I put my music there. Yeah.
Right.
And also on YouTube, my music there. Yeah.
Right. And if you're not
And
making
there's
your own music,
for I'll be doing my online performance for the album in a few
okay, when?
weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe a few weeks from now. Actually, I was supposed to do it that other week, but due
Oh
to
yes, because of
funerals, so I had to postpone. But I'll be doing them very, very, very soon. So yeah.
Right. If before you go, if you're not listening to your own music, um, who's on your playlist right now? 5 artists that you're listening to. Correct.
5 artists, obviously. Calvin Banjala.
Yeah.
And then I've got Vusam Kaya on my playlist, right?
Yes. Mention Calvin Vusamkai.
Yeah, Vusam Kaya. There's also Nkwali on the list.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
There is also Mzo 7. You know Mzo 7, right?
Yes, Mzo 7. So Mzo 7, Kwali, Calvin,
Calvin,
Vusamkai.
Vusa. Yeah. And who's there as well? Who's there? Kaika, you know Kaika?
Yes.
She did a trip with him. Yeah.
Awesome. So you don't listen to Zim dancehall then?
Ooh, kuti hello Mari, Plot like I said, I listen to everything. I listen to everyone. I appreciate music, so I listen to everyone.
Great. And Jam Master is kicking, literally.
Yeah, Jam Master, you're forced to listen to him. Especially the Hello Mari song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Before you go, I mean, I know you did us 2 performances before, but maybe just one snippet of one song and then we end the conversation.
Okay. It feels like walking on the morning summer dew. I feel the beauty of the valley and its flowers. The joy I feel inside is like the fragrance of the waters by the spring. Joyful, my heart is skipping, heart is melting down. I feel so colorful. I feel so beautiful, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly.
Wow,
Like
nice.
a butterfly.
Wow, thank you so much. It's quite interesting because when I discovered you, I also discovered another Thandy, Thandy Bala. And you guys, yes, you share the same name, and the talent is amazing. I mean, from both of you.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, thank you so much, Thandy. I really appreciate it. Was nice speaking to you. Great, interesting conversation.
Super.
Wow, thank you so much to everybody who's been watching. My name is Plot Mhako. I've been speaking there to Thandy Dhlana, who's an amazing artist from Bulawayo. Until next time, stay tuned.